I have a small town practice. We do a little bit of everything, some estate planning, real estate, small business representation, those types of things. And several years ago we used to do a lot of personal injury, but I've had the advantage of being able to refer cases to David Craig and his firm, because the trend in this state and probably in the country is to specialize in personal injury cases, which David Craig does a tremendous job of. Craig, Kelley and Faultless have an office in Batesville, Indiana, which is a neighboring community. And I met David at a bar association meeting in Batesville, and we became friends. And then over the course of the last 20 years, I've referred just about all of my personal injury cases to his firm. Craig, Kelley and Faultless bring the resources and the personnel to the table that we simply don't have access to here in Greensburg.
I think that when I started practicing 26 years ago, it was a lot easier to be a personal injury lawyer. And I think that there was a lot of people who did it that were small solo practitioners. And they knew the defense lawyers, they knew the insurance companies, they knew the adjusters. And today that's not so.
I don't know all those adjusters like we used to, and all the insurance companies' attorneys are usually from very large firms in Indianapolis or some other city, and it's very difficult to compete with that when you're in a community that has the largest law firm only has 2 or 3 members.
A lot of attorneys turn to us because they know we deal with these same insurance companies, same attorneys, day in and day out, where they don't.
The thing about the personal injury practice is the general public are apprehensive about going to trial or going to court. And what I found about David Craig is he can evaluate that case, and he can really give good advice on whether to settle the case, whether that case should go to mediation with an independent third-party attorney trying to negotiate it for him, or if he thinks the insurance company or the defendant's being so unreasonable, he knows when to take it to a jury trial. When I refer a case to David Craig, I can have as much involvement as I want or as little involvement as I want. Some cases I'm more closely involved with the discovery process. Some cases I take my clients actually to their offices and introduce them to David Craig and work with him. Other cases I simply refer the case to him, and I don't hear anything until it comes to a conclusion.
One of the things I really enjoy is working with other attorneys. We get retained sometimes just to do a mediation. We're asked sometimes to help out in deposition. Sometimes we're asked just to help give advice. Most of the time, though, we're asked to take over the case and handle the case whichever way we see fit, which is ever the best way to maximize the value of the case for the client.
I sent a case a few years ago over to David Craig that involved an automobile collision where the other driver did not have automobile insurance, so it was an uninsured motorist claim. And we were getting nowhere with the insurance company in terms of negotiations, so we decided to try it, and I think the result was that we ended up getting a jury verdict of close to 10 times what the last offer from the insurance company was. That impressed me. I attribute the success of that case and the other ones that I've referred to him to his experience, his professionalism, and his comfort level in the courtroom.
I think that lawyers are in a good position to understand who can help them and who can't. And when a lawyer looks at a case and says, hey, this case is a little bit different, this case is a little bit bigger, this case requires a little bit more expertise, I take a lot of pride in the fact that they would trust us with that.
If there are attorneys out there who want to refer cases to David Craig or Craig, Kelley and Faultless, I highly recommend it. They make you feel comfortable from the very beginning of the case. They assign their own people to see the case from beginning to end, and all they have to do is give them a call, and they'll take the ball and run with it from there.